Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. Now, about 3 to 4 years ago, my dad's memory was getting really bad and he was complaining about it often, all the time in fact. And it's odd because my dad has just really good memory, unlike me. Now, the last time he complained about being forgetful was when he was taking statin cholesterol lowering drugs way back in 1998. So that was a long time ago. And that's when I got him off the drugs and got him and my mom on a natural cholesterol lowering vitamin called CholesLo. And the great news is that his memory went back to normal again, and both my parents' cholesterol has stayed in the healthy range the entire time. So that's the great news. Since then, he's rarely complained about being forgetful or having memory problems, but then it all started again about 3 to 4 years ago. At first, he just kind of blamed it on, being old, since he is, at that time he was in his mid 80s, so he is kind of older. But the problem was that it was all of a sudden he was complaining about it, about being forgetful all the time. Basically, it came on fast and it wasn't gradual. And we were actually worried that he might have Alzheimer's disease because his mom had it and thus, he has a genetic family history of it. I then asked him if he was on any new medications, and he said, I don't take anything unless I first ask you. However, my doctor did want me to take blood pressure lowering drug a few months ago, but I refused and said I'll fix it naturally like I did my cholesterol. Then I thought I was having memory problems because I don't remember any of this. And then I asked my dad if he had ever told me about this. And he said, no, I didn't want to bother you. This is just a part of aging, son. I then told him, Dad, you're never bothering me. And for something like this, you have to tell me immediately when it happens. And you know what? My dad was right. Memory problems are a part of aging, and so is having high blood pressure. In fact, aging is one of the primary factors of hypertension. Anyway, I proceeded to tell my dad how high blood pressure is, of course, a major cause of a heart attack or stroke, something he was already worried about. But what most people don't know, including doctors, is that hypertension is also linked to memory loss and being forgetful. In fact, having high blood pressure midlife, starting around your, age 35 and so forth, is linked to memory decline and lowered thinking skills later on in life in your 60s and beyond. And this was reported in JAMA Neurology based on a clinical study of nearly 13,500 men and women between the ages of 45 to 65 for more than 20 years. So it's a very accurate and well-documented study. Sadly, taking blood pressure lowering drugs have their own set of side effects, some of them ironically being memory loss. So now the problem is, if high blood pressure is a part of aging, right, we can't reverse that, and it's also a major cause of memory problems, and high blood pressure lowering drugs have their own side effects, one of them also being memory loss, then what's the solution, right? What are we supposed to do? Well, as with everything, nature already has the solutions. Now, below this video in the description area, I've got 2 web pages I want you to visit. One of them is another video that I quickly reveal the 5 best foods for lowering your blood pressure naturally. And the second link, the second web page, you'll discover the exact formula, which you can copy and use yourself, that my dad used to lower his blood pressure in just a few days. No drugs, no diets, no exercise. So if you want to avoid having a heart attack or stroke, and you don't want to have memory problems now or later on in life, make sure you lower your blood pressure today. Well, that's it for today. I hope this video gave you more clarity. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share the help with others so that they can benefit as well. Also, do me a favor and please leave your questions and comments below, and make sure you visit the links below in the description area about simple, easy, fast ways of lowering your blood pressure naturally. Do this now while it's fresh on your mind. As always, thanks for listening and have a happy and healthy day.